How's it going, YouTube? It's Ian here from Northwest Badminton Tennis ProRacket.net. Sorry we haven't been uploading video recently because it has been really busy for us. As you know, for COVID, the supply chain is total disaster around the world. So we are a lot behind our schedule on a lot of things. So we're trying to work on our back orders and stuff. And right now we're just overselling. But the reason why we're doing videos today is because the brand new Astrox 99 Pro is coming out. And it's coming out September 22nd. So that's the reason why we want to bring you first-hand news about this racket. So let's talk about the colors. So there will be two colors for Astrox 99 Pro. There will be the white tiger. Well, when I first saw this, I thought it was zebra because it actually came out with the Kenta Momota new shoe, the 65-3. It's a white tiger, but to be honest, I thought it was zebra. So when I talked to the sales rep, I was like, "Hey, what's this? Is it white zebra?" He said, "Nah, it's white tiger." I was like, "Okay." And of course, the Astrox 99 Pro, when it came out, yes, this is Kenta's racket, the white tiger edition. Now, and the other one is the cherry sunburst red color. Now, when a lot of our customer pre-ordered this racket, they were like, we want to go for the white. So when I saw the picture, I was like, dang, white looks good. But when these rackets came in, to be honest, I think the red stands out a lot more. So let's talk into details about colors. The reason why I don't like this white a lot is because let's take a look at the details over here. So you can see the stickers on here. They try to make it cool, I guess, but I think they kind of messed up because the coloring on the stickers and the word, it doesn't make a lot of sense. The black, the yellow, the gray on the word, it looks kind of, the paint kind of fades off, you know what I mean? It doesn't look expensive, it doesn't look classy when you actually see the racket. So I would prefer the red a lot more. And the red combination will be red, gold, and black. The gold stands out really well with the red and the black. So if I'm gonna buy it, I'm gonna buy the red color. So that's about the coloring. Now these two rackets, you can definitely see a pattern going on with Yonex. So what's the pattern? First thing, shafts going short, grips going longer, cap is going longer, and then a new, more rounded, more forgiving isometric head. Let's talk about the head. So the head, it's a lot wider on the top than before. And I did go into details about the head in my previous video in the D Pro and S Pro review, which is right here. So go check it out if you want. So the new isometric head design allows players to have more forgiveness when they play. Instead of having a more narrow top, they kind of widen up the 1 o'clock and 11 o'clock position to make this racket a little bit more rounder. So when you see this new racket, you will feel it's a more circular shape instead of your more square shape. So that's how it is, and I think it's a pretty decent design. Now the main progress for this racket is what we call the power assist bumper. So what is the power assist bumper? Basically, it's happening on the 12 o'clock. So 12 o'clock, instead of going for the conventional individual grommets, right now they are doing connecting grommets. So within these connecting grommets, there are small bumps in between. So as you see on the top, after we string it, you will see 6 strings that pops out. So what does that do? That increase the length of the strings, and when the string increase length, it is more maneuverable. So you have more maneuverability when you hit. So more movement on the string, more snapback, you get more power. Just that simple. And talking about the shaft, the 99 Pro compared to the Astrox 99 has a slimmer shaft, and it's a lot slimmer. So it comes with an extra slim shaft, just like the 88D Pro and the 88S Pro. The slimmest is still 100ZZ. 100ZZ come with a hyper slim shaft, but the slim shaft does you any good? Well, in my opinion, I don't think so. It's just cool. Well, in theory, it gives you more snapback, but will you be able to snap that racket that hard? I don't think so in most club players. So it will not make a huge difference, but you do get a little bit more feel when you have a slimmer shaft. So because of the new power assist bumper, on 12 o'clock, Yonex actually increased thickness of this racket. So that kind of enhanced the weight a little bit more on the top, but it also has what we call in all the Astrox racket, the rotational generator system. So rotational generator system means they add tungsten weighting on the top, in the T-joint, and the end. So it kind of evens out the racket's balance point. So when you swing, it's a little bit easier for you to swing, but you still get a very steep attack, just like a head-heavy racket. And to to help that, they kind of make the 12 o'clock slightly thicker than the previous Astrox 99. So that is actually one of the, I would say, a pretty clever design, because in physics, when you have a thicker head, there's more air resistance. So that means when you hit, you actually get more power. And when you have less air resistance, of course, it's easier for you to hit, but your shot will be a little bit more floppy and a little bit lighter. Now, talking about string and design pattern, in the brand new Astrox 99 Pro come with a 68-hole design pattern. Exactly the same with the 88S Pro. And is it good? Well, to be honest, you probably have to get used to it when you get your hands on first, because it does not feel as solid compared to the 76-hole design pattern. And well, just give you some insight. So badminton rackets, the hole can go as low as 62 holes, as high as 88 holes, or even higher. More holes, less holes, what's the difference? So in theory, more holes gives you more control, and also the string will feel tighter. But is it better? Not really, because when the string is too tight, you will not be able to hit it out. So even if it has a lot of control, what's the point? Now, as for very low holes design, what happened is your string tend to have too much pressure and might break a little bit easily. So I would say 68-hole design, it's on the edge, but it does not feel bad. So you'll be safe. So Yonex did a good job on the invention of the 68-hole design. Talking about playing. So when I compared this racket with the Astrox 99, let's talk about clears first, because we started with clears. So clearing wise, I can tell it's a two different story now. Back when Astrox 99 first launches, it's all about power play, it's all about smashing, it's all about steep attack. Right now, what happened is it's more about control. So I guess the players doesn't need that much power anymore. The player needs a little bit more control. So when they play singles, especially this is designed for Kenta Momota, one of the best singles players out there, they want more control in their game. So instead of adding a lot of weight into the racket, like I said earlier, the new changes helps you control the game. In clears, when I play, in singles, you don't have a lot of time to turn your body to do a full swing. So what happened is a lot of time we hit a little bit more passively, sideways shot, use more wrist snap, use a little bit more elbow to get that bird out to the far court. This racket performs really well because it's a little bit shorter in the shaft compared to the original Astrox 99. And also the 68-hole design, it's a little bit easier for us and for you to hit the bird out, not using a lot of strength. But if you are using your full body to hit, then probably you will not feel a huge difference between the 68-hole design and the 76-hole design. You might feel 76-hole design feels a little bit more solid than the 68-hole design. So like I said, this racket is more about control. Talking about slices, it's where this racket performed the best. So when I play slices with this racket compared to Astrox 99, you can definitely hear the friction sound when it contacts the bird. And of course, because of the string we put on, it's the Aerobite Boost. So Aerobite Boost is one of my favorite go-to strings. So if you haven't tried it, go try it. Aerobite Boost comes with a 0.72 millimeter in the main with a very, very rough outer coating. And the horizontal is Aerosonic. So it's 0.61 millimeter. So it's a very extreme combination, the thickest string and the thinnest string. And when I hit it, because when you hit slices, what happened is the vertical string comes in play most of the time. So when you slice with enough speed, the shuttle spins really well, and when it lands in the corner, it lands fast. So I think this racket is designed to play those type of shot where Kenta Momota plays a lot as well in his singles game. Now moving on to net shots. Net shots is another crucial game in singles. So if you're a singles player, you would know controlling the net means controlling the rally. Controlling the rally equals to championship, winning. And what does singles player do when they go in front of the net? They do the spin shots, either inner spin, outer spin, straight spin, doesn't matter. As long as that shuttle tumbles over the net, they will have a chance for their opponent to lift into the midcourt or even closer to the net. They can finish with a very easy smash. So this racket with this string combination, which I highly recommend it, when you go in front of the net, perfect shot. You can see that shuttle tumbles over the net, just climbing over it slowly. It's a very, very weird feeling because I don't play singles that much recently, and I was just surprised that my touch is still there.
Wait a minute, what the hell?
It's me or the rackets, but to be honest, I was really surprised. It was just great. So I think overall, this racket performs the best in the control area, which is, like I mentioned earlier, with the drop shot, slices, and the net spins. Now, talking about smash, I played 2 rackets in smashes. You can hear the sound difference. Take a look. So for Astrox 99, the sound, it's a tiny little bit more, I feel solid, but it's a little bit muted. For this, it kind of opens up a little bit because of the open spacing pattern. The sound is a little bit more open, so if you like louder sound, go try this one. But definitely, when I hit, my personal feel is not as solid. It's kind of like hitting a cotton ball. You know, it's soft, it's warm, it's not aggressive. So if you're not that type of person, then you might like to go for the regular 76 soul design pattern. But overall, I like this racket a lot. So when you buy this brand new Astrox 99 Pro, doesn't matter which color you go with, so what would you expect? So you would expect when you buy this, it's a brand new color, of course. And second is, you will be looking at a shorter but slimmer shaft, okay? And the third one will be looking at a more circular head design. The fourth will be less holes to string, so I guess good for the stringers, but not true, because this racket is actually pretty hard to string. So when you buy this racket, when you bring it to your local stringers, make sure, check your strings after they string it. Because this racket, if you string this, it's very easy to twist. What do I mean by twist? So when strings go through grommets, especially shear holes, 6-8 design pattern has a lot of shear holes. So when the string goes through shear holes, especially with high friction strings, it tends to twist. And think about this. This is multi-filament strings. All the badminton strings are multi-filament. So when you twist and then pull, what happens is it's very easy to snap, right? So make sure, check your string after your stringer string it, see if it is twisted. How do you see whether it's twisted or not? So every string has whatever string's name on it. This BG65 will have BG65 on the string, right? Take a look. Is the BG65 like BG65 or BG65? You know, just go take a look and kind of see like whether it's twisted or not. If it is, well, too bad, your string will probably make a mistake. And so less holes to string, but harder to string. So if you are not sure, bring it to us. We are part of the Yonex stringing team, so we definitely do a good job for you. Last but not least, you will also expect a longer handle and a longer cap. So that's what you want to see when you purchase this racket. Doesn't matter what color you buy. Now, the last thing I want to say, we tested this racket on Yonex Precision Scan. So the data is shown right here. What we found is this racket, in general, the weight is a lot heavier. A lot heavier compared to the Astrox 100ZZ, compared to the Astrox 99. So what does that tell us? So that tells us this racket is not easy to play. So when you go buy this racket, make sure, scan it, or if they don't, kind of hold multiple rackets on your hand and find the most comfortable data or the most comfortable specs that you want. But I don't think you will feel a huge difference, but yet this is a heavy racket, so definitely go check it out. Make sure the specs and the data is the one you want. Otherwise, trust me, you'll regret it and you'll come to me and you will buy some wrist protection, which I love. So just so you know. Now to conclude, do I think this is a racket for me? Well, yes and no. I am more of a doubles player nowadays, but because of the new head patterns, I do think that this is more, catered towards more general public. Let's say if the public knows how to play badminton. So yes, I will definitely love this racket in my bag, but will it go over, like will you replace my 88S Pro 3U version or my Redson SG? I will say probably not. So when you are pre-ordering this racket, I will not recommend you just go ahead and buy without knowing what's in your bag. So let's say if your bag also have something similar to this racket, then you might want to stay away from it. So should you go ahead and buy it? Should you consider it or should you avoid it? I would say you should consider it when you pre-order or purchase this brand new Astrox 99. Well, any question, let me know. And this is Ian from Racket.net and Northwest Badminton and Tennis. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.
99 Pro.